Hello guys, Charlie here from Team Table Flip. Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my Happiness Heart Lupina deck. This is for the premium format, so let's get straight into it. So we'll start off, I run 4 copies of Happiness Heart Lupina, 4 copies of Graceful Prayer Ami. Now, the reason I like this grade 3 lineup, Lupina is your main ride. She makes your force markers, she's the core of the deck. You don't really want to be running any other ride target on your Vanguard. But she makes your force markers when she's placed, she makes your force markers when you place more off of her Soul Blast effect. She's a restand based deck. She restands the rear guards that have those force markers, so you don't really need the backup grade 3 to be a Vanguard based one. So I'm running 4 Ami, and she's effectively just a powerhouse on rearguard circle. And with Lupina's restanding effect, like, you can get 50-60k columns to restand multiple times. Then onto my grade 2s, I'm running 4 copies of the relevant grade 2 for Lupina. This is our unique alert Dagny. Her effect is, when she's placed, Vanguard or Rearguard. If your Vanguard's Lupina or her, you Soul Charge. Well, on place you Soul Charge, and if Vanguard or Rearguard is her, you Soul Charge another one. So she's effectively a Soul Charge 2 most of the time, which eliminates the costs of what Lupina requires for her calling effect. Next, I'm running 4 copies of Aqua, one of Bermuda Triangle's one of the most powerful generic Bermuda Triangle V cards. If you've got another card in the column with her, she's going to gain 5k. And on play, she can bounce a rearguard back to hand, so you draw a card and ditch a card. So she just lets you cycle through stuff. You just discard cards that you don't really want in hand at the time. And then, last but not least, I have 4 copies of Lisa Lot. She can be placed when you're on grade 1 on your rearguard, and when she's placed, check top card and either call it to rear or put it into soul. Allows you to get really good board presence early on in the game, which is really good in a deck that wants to hit for big columns multiple times, because you want to leave the opponent on a lower hand, but also you don't mind them being on less life because it just means it's easier to kill them. Forgot to mention as well, Degdi has the effect that when she's got a force marker on her and your Vanguard's Lupina, Lupina's base critical turns to 2. So it basically means you're able to get your Vanguard to quite a powerful number with that crit, and along with the Rosalinda. Rosalinda, similar effect to the Dagdi. When she's on a force marker and your Vanguard's Lupina, your Vanguard's going to gain plus 10k. Good thing about this, other than Dagdi makes it crit too, it doesn't give it a crit. So you can have multiple of these and give multiple lots of 10k. And then she also has the effect to on-play Soul Blast 1, Vanguard and Rearguard. Check the top 5 cards of the deck and either a Dagdi or a Lupina. So yeah, just an extra G3 and G2 searcher in the deck. And then of course I'm running 4 copies of Sedna, who is your generic grade 3 searcher. On place, top 5, add a G3 ditch card. And if you have another unit in the column, it gains plus 5k. So it's one of the easiest effects to get off in all the G3 searches. It's very simple. And then I also run 4 copies of Param. When you've Soul Blasted a total of 2 or more cards this turn, she gains 10k. As I said, along with this G3, the deck is very much based around power columns and being able to restand them, so this card is really nice, especially because you're guaranteed that Soul Blast 2 just off of Lupina's effect activating. And then I'm currently running a random tech, which is, I can't even remember how to pronounce her name, Aurora. When she's placed, it's just draw and ditch. I mean, she's a cycling card. If you wanted to put another one of these, I'd suggest maybe taking out a copy of this G3. But it's kind of just an optional tag for me. And then going on to our trigger units, very simple lineup. I run 4 8 crit powerhouse columns, as I said. If you can put a crit on a restanding column, that's really helpful in this deck. 4 draw PGs because, I mean, drawing a card and it's a perfect card. Pretty generic stuff in the V premium deck. And 4 heal. 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heals, very standard in V Premium, I think, and just in general, and then just the generic Shizuku starter. Ending notes on the deck, it's definitely very fun. I wouldn't say it's necessarily very competitive at the moment. When we get the Clan Collection in, I believe it's November, Bermuda Triangle gets a new grade 3 that bases itself around force markers, and you can take these out and effectively run 4 Lupina, 4 of this, and run all that support, and it basically just makes the deck a lot more powerful. It gives it a finisher, if that makes sense. But generally speaking, in its current state, it's very fun to play, and of course it's Bermuda Triangle, so I mean, you gotta love Bermuda Triangle. Anyway, this has been my Lupina deck profile. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, any suggestions you've got on any videos you'd like to see us make. We will be doing a couple box openings when the new lyrical set comes out for Overdress format. But other than that, should have a few more deck profiles with you. And this is Charlie for Team Table Flip signing out.